Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to go in the trenches with AQ Shipley. AQ,
here we go.
I cannot wait to hear who and why are your top 5. Let's start with the number 5 performing offensive line from week 3.
The Green Bay Packers. Ty shows up in the Green Bay Packers hoodie today. Gave a little bit away all day, but listen, I love what they did. I love what he did earlier.
Way to go, Ty.
White room.
Fucking dickhead.
I don't know what I was thinking.
Come on, Ty.
That's disgusting.
The fuck is that about?
Yeah, seriously. I love what they've done all week. Listen, we've talked about it enough. Matt LaFleur has been in his bag. He's been doing an unbelievable job. Ty showed some clips earlier in the week. I wanted to go a little something different, so here we go. We're going to get a little zone play going to the left.
Shout out to NFL Pro on NFL Plus Premium.
Nailed it.
NFL Pro is the best. They got insights, they got stats, they got stories, they got narratives, they got all 22. They got every broadcast angle. They got replays. They got explanations.
So easy to use.
It's so fucking awesome.
And they're adding new things every week.
Literally, and they're working every single day to add shit. And I don't want to put us in this thing, but if we were to send things like, hey, you should add this, they would be like, all right.
Sounds good.
Let's go ahead and code it. They are I don't think they're new, obviously it takes a long time to build this type of thing, but in their existence, they are still just only getting better and better.
Yeah.
They're going to end up being its own. That's going to end up being
without
its
a doubt.
At some point, it's going to end up being. It's awesome. Just if you haven't used it, if you're like a football, let's say fantasy gambler, or just like a super fan who likes to talk shit, or a junkie, it is literally not for everybody. If you're just casual, I don't think you find yourself utilizing it. But if you're in, they're making it almost too easy. People are getting too smart too quick.
Yeah.
Too many ideas. People walking into work sounding like fucking geniuses, They're like, I'm feeling pretty nicey. Let's get to the Green Bay Packers offensive line, number 5.
Let's do it.
Performing. And you hit this QR code, it takes you right to it, I believe. So
nice.
Shout out to NFL Plus Premium NFL Pro. Shout out. All right, let's go. Green Bay Packers offensive line, number 5 performing O-line this week, AQ Shipley.
You talked about it earlier. The best offenses are showing some eye candy, some motions. There you go. You get the motions. It holds the backers. It moves the backers back. It gives a better angle for Josh Myers, the center, to climb on the backer. Now he can throttle, slow it down. Boom. Gets inside out on the linebacker. Pops him, lifts him up, and then Jacobs with a big gaping hole. Doesn't get touched for 15 yards. It's incredible.
What a play by the Green Bay Packers offensive line and designed by LaFleur. He needs all the LaFleurs. Who's the number 4 ranked offensive line from week 3?
Let's stay in the NFC North with the Minnesota Vikings.
Hey.
Wow. This team has been awesome to watch. And listen, you can't talk about a team with an offensive line with better tackle tandem than they have right now. And Christian Darrisaw on the left side. And, by the way, he's out in this play because he was out for a series. They got Kessenberry in at left tackle. But Brian O'Neill on the right side from the University of Pittsburgh caves the whole right side down. C.J. Ham with a nice fit on the linebacker. You get the split zone. You get everybody working left. Fullback going to the right. He finds his way, gets on the backer, and almost scores a touchdown. Gets down to the 1-yard line. But Aaron Jones has been awesome for the Minnesota Vikings.
Hey, let's talk. He wrote a letter back to Green Bay.
Yeah, it was really sweet.
From in the Athletic
Players Tribune.
In the Players Tribune, he wrote a letter back thanking Green Bay. They're playing the Green Bay Packers this weekend. Obviously, it's going to be a huge ordeal. We thought when he went to Minnesota, he was going to be a weapon for the Minnesota. He's very good football.
He has been unbelievable through the first couple weeks of the season. Yeah.
I mean, that's a.
It's kind of like a little switch trade, though, right? Because Josh Jacobs has been incredible.
Yeah, definitely. But I think when it first happened, the thought was that it was going to be Jacobs and Aaron Jones in the backfield because they didn't necessarily have to get rid of him. But I'm glad that he's somewhere where he doesn't have to split carries and he can get a full workload.
Offensive line's awesome. Also, a big part of Sam Darnold being so damn good for Kevin O'Connell. How's he mixing run with pass?
He's doing he's been so good at this with the zone scheme, the two-back stuff, the play action off of it, and then this is what's so good about what they're doing and also what Green Bay's doing is they're making it very stress-free on their quarterback. And that is a testament to the offensive coordinator because, listen, when you can run it, when you can run the play actions, when you can get the naked and the mixes all in, and then you only have to throw 10 drop-back passes a game, it's incredible for the quarterback.
Okay, let's go to the number 3 performing offensive line from week 3. It is...
We go from worst almost to first, and that is the Carolina Panthers.
Wow.
Unbelievable. The Carolina Panthers have been incredible. Listen, their offensive line has done some good things the last 2 weeks, and the quarterback has obviously been the main issue. But Watch Robert Hunt, who comes from the Miami Dolphins. Both guards, Damian Lewis, the left guard, and Robert Hunt were their two big free agent acquisitions. Spent a ton of money to improve this offensive line.
There it is.
They move Austin Corbett to center, and he's making a ton of money. So they have a big investment on this offensive line. Let's just watch. I know you Pittsburgh fans in here see Bob Spillane over there on the other side. Let's just watch what happens to Bob Spillane.
Oh, no.
Robert Hunt pulls out on the screen. We throw the screen. And first guard. He gets over the top. Nope. Guess what? Boom! Coming down the barrel.
He was already engaged.
Yeah.
He was engaged with somebody else.
Two-piece.
Yeah, that's exactly right. That's exactly right, AJ.
Bobby.
He was engaged. And then when he came off, we got another guy coming down the barrel.
And that's why the Carolina Panthers are number 3 ranked.
Wow.
Offensive line.
They also ran for 150 yards. They also ran for 100. And to run over 100 yards in the NFL is a huge feat. Every team on this list is running for 150 plus.
How much better you think they feel? Because obviously, when you looked at Bryce Young's performance, whatever, from the outside looking in, you're like, man, the old line just has to suck. They spent all this money, and now you come out and have a performance like that.
They've been good. They haven't been great, but this guy makes everything better. Andy Dalton, we saw some of the throws earlier. He is incredibly impressive throwing the football, and that only
look at these
makes
dudes
that whole offense
sprinting.
more confident.
Look at 63-50. Look at this cluster of Panthers right here.
By the way,
Look at max effort here at the end of this.
Look at the wideouts, too.
Yeah, I didn't
number 50 right there is one of the most massive human beings of all time. So he's out there running and just throws a little shoulder bump. Look at that. Look, his left arm's not even on him. It's just a shoulder bump.
Yeah, but it's good use of leverage, too, with a little hip toss, a little judo out there. Look at this dude down here. You're right, AJ. It's the whole – look at 63 fucking turn it on. I'm going.
Oh, yeah. Big Corbett.
Look out.
Look at him. Look at him.
All juiced up.
Yeah, look at him point.
They're finishing plays.
Dude, look at the Panthers. Wait a second. Good for them. All right, who's the number 2 ranked offensive line of NFL Week 3 in the trenches with A.Q. Shipley?
The Detroit Lions.
Wow.
They're back. They had a game where they got away from the run game. I was boots on the ground watching this thing in the end zone, and I've never seen more big gaping holes in this game. Here's one of them. Let's watch the left side first. You're going to see Taylor Decker and the left guard. They're going to fake like they're running a deuce block and showing a gap scheme. D-tackle has no idea. Taylor's going to swim them outside, get them up the field, and you run the trap up underneath them.
So that was a planned setup.
Complete setup. They're just literally selling. And then both guard and tackle to the play side has each backer. So left tackle has the left backer. Right guard has to get up on the right backer. He's through untouched for 15 yards.
That's pretty nimble of those boys.
Lions can block.
Yeah, and also D lineman has to think he's going to get double teamed right there.
And defensive linemen, listen, most people don't realize this. Offensive linemen, you play flat-footed. Defensive linemen, they're on their toes. They're expecting contact. So when you avoid, you can use their weight against them because all their weight's going forward. And that's exactly what happens here. He can't recover, almost falls, just takes himself completely out of the play.
Now, Ragnow tore his pec. Partial
Tear
tear of his left pec. He's obviously
that's a big loss if he doesn't play. But he's saying Foxy's saying that he wants to continue to play.
Yeah, he's telling
Campbell's
MCDC he
it.
wants to go on Monday, but MCDC is saying, "Hey, we'll see. We got to make sure you're in this for the long haul."
Oh no, man! I tore tit one time.
And so they play on Monday.
Hurts, man.
And then they have a bye after that, so I'd be surprised if he goes.
Is 2 weeks going to be enough to heal a torn pec? I don't know.
Didn't Ragnow come back from a broken
neck?
throat?
Yeah, broken throat, and then he had knee surgery last year and came back like 2 weeks later.
Pec is like a surgery thing.
Jawan Bentley tore his pec for the Patriots after week 2. He's out for the year.
Yeah, this is partially torn, not full.
Yeah, true.
And it sucks. You pointed out it's a big part of the.
That's a big part of offensive line.
Yeah,
play.
benching is a big part of the. Because you guys are trying to hold the shit out of people.
Yep.
You're trying to hit them, and then you're trying to turn that thing.
Twist them.
You're trying to punch them right there in the chest, and then turn that thing, and then you got them locked in.
Then it's all there.
Guard for the Steelers, Isaac Seumalo. He did the same thing, I believe, and he missed the first 3 games. Probably going to miss this week as well. He just started practicing, so that was like a 4-week injury at least for him.
Okay, and Ragnow, he's going to play if he can.
One last note about Ragnow's toughness. This play happened where he hurt his pec. First quarter, 2 minutes left, which means he played the rest of the game.
And it happened on a play that was a no play, right?
It was a no play. Whistle
play
dead.
was blown dead, and then he tears his. That sucks. Ragnow's a dog, though. Massive respect to the Detroit Lions, the number 2 performing offensive line of NFL Week 3. Who will be the number 1 performing offensive line here in the trenches?
Number 1 offensive line all the way back, the Baltimore Ravens.
Wow.
275 yards rushing this week. It was incredible. It was back to what they do. It was getting Ricard involved. It was zone reads. But here we go. Here we go right here. You got Patrick Ricard on the right side. Look, he's lined up as like a second tight end. And when they went 22 personnel, they had their 3 biggest runs of the game. Right here, 22 personnel, 2 tights. Obviously, you see the 2 tights sandwiching Ricard in the middle there. And then you get Derrick Henry in the backfield. You're going to notice the left guard, Tyler Voorhees. Notice his number 6 playing. That's a safety in the box. He plays over the top. He follows him, and anytime you run duos where you get a bunch of double teams to the front side, you get this backside cut when they play over the top, and that is exactly where Derrick Henry hits it. He sees all the people to the left. It's like, hey, there's too many people over here. And then when you get 6 flowing over the top, which again goes back to the shitty run fits by Dallas, we get the cutback where nobody is, and then he hits it going 100 miles an hour down the backside A gap, B gap.
Man, they're all diving in there.
Yeah, look at that. Nice. They don't even block 50, by the way. That's the mic. The right guard screws this up. Don't even block 50, but everything else, all the action has everything to the front side, and he gets the cutback. Watch this stiff arm. Bang! Boom! Puts him in the ground.
Derrick Henry's back. Derrick Henry's back.
It's back-to-back weeks. Top line played against the Cowboys.
Now we get Ricard back in the backfield on the second play.
Maybe we shouldn't. Yeah, maybe we shouldn't judge Dallas, or maybe we should be judging Dallas. We don't know how this is going to go yet.
Yeah, it's a little bit of both.
Is it the best offensive lines they've been going against, or are they making the offensive lines look like the best offensive lines? TBD as In the Trenches rolls on this season.
I think it's a little bit of both. I think it's a little bit of both. Exactly. Listen, on this one,
number 1 offensive line.
Yeah, the Jags are going to be number 1 next week, right? You got Patrick Ricard on the front side. We're going to run a zone. They're going to climb up to 28 on the front side. Front side tackle and tight end are going to work up to 28. Fullback is going to insert on 35. This is old school football right here. Ooh. Get the ISO with Ricard on a guy who's much smaller with a shitty run fit who wanted no part of it, by the way. And then the rest of the guys do a great job. We get a great little out block by 72. He seals, and then everybody else just kind of washes. You get the wall behind. Jeez. 6 wants no part of this. He had a shitty run fit on the last one. He wants no part of Derrick Henry in the open field. And we get the cut.
That's all he's paid.
This is what Derrick Henry does, and he gets in the end.
Fair matchup.
That isn't a fair match.
275 yards rushing, ladies and gentlemen.
Jesus. All right, here, ladies and gentlemen, here it is. Here is the top 5 officially, and the gold helmets mean they've been there before.
That's right.
Oh, beast.
NFC North football right there.
That's right, baby.
Sick graphic.
3 out of 5. Let's go.
Hey, that's a good division. Yeah. You got a good offensive line, you're going to win a lot of games. That's kind of how football is. A lot of injuries to offensive linemen around the league. How will they bounce back? How will they recover? What's the depth of offensive linemen? That has been questioned for last 5 years. Mm-hmm. I guess we're going to find out.
Find out real quick.
Hey, good work, AQ.
I bet the culture to be on there today.
The Colts, should have been.
I thought they were.
Colts are right there. Okay. The only thing,
there's 6.
There's a
don't lie. Don't lie.
6?
Are they 6?
Yeah, let's put them 6 this week. Sure.
Okay, right out top 6.
You're just saying fuck it.
No, there's them, there's the Bills, there's the Eagles, and listen, all 3 of them had great rushing performances. But the big thing that I'm trying to make a point about is you can have 150 yards rushing, and it's not always extremely blocked well by the guys up front. Like there's plenty of plays where it's like a stalemate, you get a little bounce, and Jonathan Taylor's gone for 50. Like that's not extremely well blocked play. Am I speaking specifically?
Yeah, it sounded a little bit.
Did you see us? Basically a rugby scrum. We just pushed him, 4 yards?
Yeah,
well done.
Quarterback, a part of the.
It looked like the quarterback did the pushing.
Exactly.
Bingo.
Trench's mentality.
Is he part of the O-line?
Yeah, he wants to be.
He does go to the O-line.
Throws like it.
Hey, huge.
That was Tony.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
Tony.
Sorry, we got him this week.
Tony, that's not a smart thing to say. Football guys.
Trust me,
Colts are doing some good things up front. Colts are doing some good things. Philly was right there. Buffalo Bills, same thing. They were right there.
Oh, yeah.
All right, well, congrats to all that teams.
Top 5.
Digs.
Tony, you need to watch it, pal.
Listen, you guys have already started. I made one comment. I don't feel good about it. Trust me, I don't. I really don't.